Welcome to my life, which I'm going to record for you, upload for you. Who knows? I may go live. It depends. If the Spirit leads me to do that, then that will be what I do. In the meantime, what I feel led to do, start a social media and basically chart my progress throughout my journey. I've done a lot of growing these past 3 years. And I got a lot of stories to tell. I'm a set apart one. I'm unique. I'm different than everybody around me. And I've always been told that I'm peculiar and different, but I never really knew what it meant. And it used to bother me. It used to bother me because I didn't fit in anywhere. I didn't know where I fit, And I experimented with a lot of things. And I just want to keep it 100% real on this social media here. Honestly, I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of hiding, who I am, period. Because though I am who I am on other accounts, my physical appearance, I used an avatar. Because at the time when I was into the 3D virtual reality, it was because I hated my body, in all honesty. I hated my life. And the Most High met me where I was, in the midst of my rage and my anger and my fury at the fact that it was my third attempt to try to get a sex change. And the door slammed in my face yet again. Seriously, in the midst of my anger and my rage at that moment in time is where the Most High met me. And told me it was him that was closing the door, because it's not my destiny. And that's when he told me that he chosen me. I'm a chosen one. I don't want to say that a lot, because I know that people come in his name all the time, I've been sent by the Most High. There's so many prophecies against these people that prophesy lies in the Father's name. And I don't want to be one to do that. So it's always in the back of my mind. And I'm always questioning my own self. I'm always questioning my own motives. My motive for doing this is I do, for one, feel led to do so. And two, to just be real. This is what the Spirit is telling me. To stop hiding. Just be who you are. Don't be afraid. Don't be timid. Just do what I tell you to do. And I'm not gonna fight it anymore. And though I was using my other social media with the avatar to spread awareness of his truth that he have endowed me with, as I was taught by the Spirit, I was led by the Spirit into all the things that I know now. And I went through the rebirthing process, and I had to get rid of the indoctrination. I had to go through the cognitive dissonance and all these different levels, all these different stages of elevation from where I once was. I'm no longer who I was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. For a long time in my life, I stayed stagnant and complacent, even though at the same time, I was always searching. Just didn't know. I didn't know I was searching. But I always was. And I was always the type that was curious about things. I was always a type that didn't just take, well, it's that way, deal with it type of person. I always wanted to know, well, why is it that way? Who made it that way? Well, how can we change it? How can we make it a fair world for everybody? Why is it that some people have to struggle more than others? Why do I have to be complacent with that and just do it? Why can't I know the purpose behind it and who caused it? See, the Father taught me all of that. I remember being young, and my mom, one of the most frequent things she'd say to me was, life ain't fair. You know, I love my mom, but I always hated that statement. You know, like, why would the Most High, and we believed in God because we were Christians, we grew up in church, you know, but it never made sense to me on why a loving God would put us here in turmoil to be miserable, you know, to have to struggle our whole life and to not be happy. To come to find out, I didn't really know the true Elohim. I didn't know the Almighty. I knew the deity that was created for me. My mindset had been formed and shaped and molded by the world's ideology, by religion, by a religious ideology. Like, I had no idea. I didn't know I was being lied to. I trusted these people. I trusted my Sunday school teacher. I trusted the preachers and the pastors. I thought that they held the words of the Most High. I seriously thought that. That's what I was taught. We're all taught that. Look to the ones that's in leadership. It's the same with government. You know, I always wondered, how can these people murder like they do, the wars that they have, just killing innocent people, dropping bombs on people, starving out quote unquote third world countries, you know, seeing African children just skeleton bones, you know, like, dude, I just couldn't understand, like, how these people that so-called rule the world and lead the world, the rulers and governors of this world, of our society, even in the United States, if we just bring it to here, the homelessness, you know, all the things that I grew up seeing, I'm like, why is the world like this? That I see that there is the elite and they hoard. The so-called elite, the so-called leaders, your pastors, got multi-million-dollar estates, got freaking private jets. Why do they have that much abundance and not giving back? They may make it seem like they're giving back, but they're not. They're underhandedly destroying everything that the Father created and called good and very good. So anyway, the Father has given me a lot to talk about. He's put a lot in my spirit. So it only makes sense that I go ahead and do this social media. You know, I've had 3 years to elevate, and you know, I really felt like I was sent on a crash course by the Most High from 2017 onward. It was 2017 when he confronted me about trying to get a sex change, and I vowed to stop doing that. I vowed to not pursue taking hormones and or going through the surgery. To be happy in the body that he created me to be in, but not have to conform to what this society says that I should be. because that was my whole problem from the get on why I identified more as a guy than I did as a girl. My mentality was shaped and formed that way. Like, I was basically forced to pick a side because who I was, my personality, and just the type of person I was, the type of child I was. I didn't exude the I didn't act like a typical girl. And I used to get picked on a lot over it. I got called things that I didn't even know the definition to. I had never heard these words before. It wasn't like I was trying to be something that I wasn't. Like, as a child, I was innocent. Innocently, I was drawn more towards the quote unquote boy toys. Those excited me more than a doll. I was never excited over a doll. Sorry, you know. I liked the hot rods. I really like the ones where you charge it up by sliding it back, letting it charge up, and you can feel it. You can feel it, like, and you let it go and it goes zoom. I love those, And if in the trains, that go, the train tracks and the Hot Wheels that had the loops, the tracks. Those toys excited me as a child. And I naturally gravitated towards that. I naturally gravitated towards chess. I love chess. I love strategic games like Risk. There's a world domination game, and I actually like it. But pretty much guys play that. You wouldn't find a group of girls sitting around playing Risk. And anyway, so that's a little bit about my life, I got a lot of stories to tell. And with the leading of the Spirit, I'll open up into my life. And if you feel led to follow my channel, then do so. I don't really feel like I should tell people to like and subscribe. You do what you want to do. I'm just here, to document these things for myself. And to just be a willing vessel of honor is what I've chosen to be. Because we all have the choice. What are we going to choose to be? Vessels of honor or vessels of dishonor? Either way, we are vessels. So, the elevation process is amazing. And anyway, this is where I'm at this moment in time. Yeah, I turned down to pursue transgender surgery and hormone therapy, but at the same time, I'm not gonna hide anymore. I'm gonna be who I am, and I know that I will probably get a lot of slack coming after me. I'll probably get a lot of people, especially Hebrews, those that think that they carry the law of Yahuwah, the law of God, the law of the Most High, when they really don't know that it's the laws of men that they carry in. And they want to put me in bondage and try to force me to conform to their false reality of how I'm supposed to act and carry myself. Like, I realize I'm supposed to carry myself in a modest type of manner. Like, I can't go around topless, and that's common sense. But at the same time, I don't have to be a certain way for you. I have a mouth that the Father has given me. I don't have to be silent. See, I was taught all my life that women were supposed to remain silent, especially in the church. And women don't deal with the word of the Most High. Women are to remain silent. I've been taught that all my life, but that's not the truth of the Most High. I don't want to be no pastor. I don't profess to be a prophet, I just am who I am, and the Most High don't look on the outer appearance, although I still, may dress a certain way. I don't wear, women's clothing. And maybe that is wrong, maybe it's not. But the Most High met me where I was, and this is where I'm at. And I'm not gonna hide anymore. I'm gonna be real about who I am. And just because I may still dress a certain way, carry myself a certain way, I definitely have made the decision to stray away from sexual immorality. We can't continue to engage in practices that we know is against the Most High. Now, attire is a completely different story. And, I'm comfortable in the attire that I'm wearing. I was never comfortable in quote unquote women's clothing. And maybe the Father will change that later on as I continue to progress, But he met me where I was in the gutter. I was 367 pounds, going on 370 on the fast track to 400 pounds. I'm short, I'm short. I'm like maybe 5'4", so 5'4", damn near 400 pounds. It was really difficult for me to get around. I struggle with my weight all my life. And I struggled with people not seeing me for who I am because of my physicality, because of my outer appearance. As a child, people assuming that I should act a certain way, behave a certain way, carry myself a certain way. People put stigmas on me. People tried to put me in a box all my life. And I don't fit in boxes. I've never conformed to this reality, I follow trends and whatnot. I wear my pants backwards and inside out and baggy and all of this sagging. I was influenced by my environment and by the things that I seen. I was programmed just like everybody else has been programmed. I've just been awakened to the fact that it happened. Those that say they ain't deceived are the most deceived. Those that don't believe they've ever been deceived is the most deceived. Let that sink in. If you really truly believe you have not been deceived, then you are deeply deceived. Not only are you deceived, but you're dead asleep. And this is not judgment. It's just outright truth. Point blank truth. Because there's so many deceptions in this world. And there's layers upon layers upon layers. But this is my intro video. And I got many things to talk about. But it's coming from a pure heart. It's coming from a pure motive. And hopefully these things, these edifying things that will be coming through this vessel will help to better your life. And will help to elevate you. And will help to elevate others. May it plant seeds for those that have the ears to hear and the heart to receive and the eyes to see. May the Father bless those that stumble upon this channel and get whatever you need from this. Because I'm here to serve. I'm not here to be famous. I'm not here to make no money. I just want to serve. And I see the state of the world. I see the state of my people. I see the state of the other nations. And I see the despair look on people's faces. I see the fear, you know, and I just want to help, because the true doctrine of the Most High, the true doctrine of Yahusha hasn't been taught widely, you know. A lot of things has been hidden and suppressed, you know. I feel like it's time. It's time for me to do this thing.